And good morning everyone. So two jobs that we've got today, both brake related. So front pads and discs for a Vauxhall Aviva, and also we have got an Audi A3 in for a stuck parking brake. Apparently they can release it. It's very intermittent, so I don't think that it's the caliper or the mechanism. I don't think it's that. Yeah, we're here at Euro Car Parts. We're just picking up parts and then we're gonna go to the job, so I will see you there in a minute.
Well, first things first, we need to get set up and to make sure that the vehicle is secure and ready to be worked on. Now that I can get access to the brake pads and discs, I can then start taking it apart, and well, I'll be damned on what I saw.
We have got Vauxhall Aviva in for brake pads and discs. So 5 days ago it went in for an MOT and they said that everything is all well. 5 days later they called me and said the brake pads and the brake disc, well, the brake disc is making a squeaking noise and it's grinding. So if you have a look at this side over here, you can see that that's nice and thick, and same with the pads, it's still got some. And I'm surprised that the MOT tester did not fail it. This was 5 days ago, by the way, and look at it. If you're an MOT tester, would you have failed this? Because I definitely would have. And same with the disc as well. The disc is like this picture here, look. Yeah, that much lip on it. So I would have failed it. Nothing wrong with this side, it's not metal to metal yet, but come and have a look at this side. You can just see there that it's been scraping. The brake pads has got meat on it and scraping already, so it's making me think, did the wheel bearing fail or something along that line? But we will see. Yeah, let's get stripping.
If you've been here for a while, you probably already know the drill. No pun intended, of course. We have to make sure that all parts gets clean, and also we have to lubricate necessary parts such as the sliding pins and runners. This is to prevent them from seizing, which may cause premature wear and squeaking. For this job, we will obviously be using our favorite brand, Pagid, to ensure that longevity and reliability.
Nice. One side done. I try to keep it as clean as possible. Obviously there's this part over here. As long as I'm not on the friction part of it, I'm okay with it. I try to be as clean as I can. And obviously it's going to be Pagid. There you go. On to the next. I might have been completely wrong. You can see right there, the pads doesn't really have any material anymore. But for the MOT tester to have missed that is very dangerous. Whoever's done this vehicle, you're in big trouble, mate. This is not a good job, is it? You're supposed to be inspecting the vehicle as much as you can during an MOT testing. What a... come on, mate. It's MOT testing, hardly a labor on it. Look at that. Did he just sit in front of the computer and just say, yeah, that's past 2015, should be clean? And this is why people don't trust our industry anymore. It's sad, man. 5 days ago. You can't tell me that the pads run out from passing rate in 5 days time. There's no chance, absolutely no chance. This is so unsafe for the customer.
All we can do now really is to sort this out. Fortunately for the customer, he's done a better job than the MOT tester, and he's actually noticed that his brakes have failed on him. So here we are rectifying the issue by servicing his brakes and correcting everything that needs to be corrected.
That is us all done with this Vauxhall Aviva now. Rescued. I'm gonna speak to the customer and see what he's gonna do with the MOT testing station. It's gonna be very interesting. I don't like snitching, but that is their fault. Do you know what I mean? Did they really inspect the vehicle or not? Did they sit still? Let's ask the customer, shall we? They should have failed it on the MOT.
Yeah, they should have said it's worn through, and that's...
Yeah.
Well, that's what we didn't understand. They said, because they did yellow, but and then it obviously started grinding 3 or 4 days later.
Vauxhall?
So it's like...
No, I definitely would have failed that if it was me examining the vehicle. Right. Okay, so it is going to be the Audi A3 with handbrake failure. So let's have a look as to what's wrong with that vehicle, shall we? Let's go. Here we are on this job for this beautiful Audi A3. The customer is complaining that the electronic parking brake does not release. Quickly plugged in our auto. They're saying that the right parking brake motor has got an electrical fault. We'll have a look into that. You engage it or release it, it doesn't work. Saying parking brake motor, electrical fault, electromechanical fault on the parking brake button. I personally think that it's not the parking brake button, because as soon as I got in the car, I tried to engage the parking brake. What's happened is you can hear the motor just spinning. Have a listen. So I know that that switch is working. I can see it here as well, that it's saying that the performance on the brake motor and activation on it is above the upper limit, so it's likely that the motor has failed. So I'm going to take the wheels off and inspect it. We're going to be replacing this whole caliper here. As you can see, it's very new. He's had it replaced, and I'm sorry to say, for you people that sticks with the cheap parts, unfortunately the cheap part had failed on him after a month. We're going to be providing him with a Paget one. As you know, I like Paget. We're going to be letting him know, replace it, and we'll go from there. The motor is actually perfectly fine. I think this is Audi. Again, this is an unbranded part. Same with the caliper, it's unbranded, and as you can see right here, so this should be actuating it to tighten up. And there, look, it's not even moving. And if I was to, sorry, that was loosening, and if I was to tighten it up, that should theoretically go in the piston. As you can see, it will move and it just down. Fortunately, that caliper is finished from the inside. Look, I can move it freely without any problem, and it's not even doing anything to the piston itself. So yeah, unfortunately for this customer, it's the caliper, and I will also be replacing the motor at the same time, get a good part, and that should solve this issue. Yeah, let's go.
At this point, I'm just putting everything back together. We provided the customer with Paget caliper, as I know the brand's quality is like. I don't want the same story to happen to the customer again. After failing a month, it's not ideal, as this customer is only visiting the area. I don't want to be carrying out unnecessary warranty repairs, so we want to make sure that this caliper lasts the life of the car. Using a one-way bleeder, we can safely pump the brake pedal and push all of the air out of the system without the help of another person. Now, the job is a good one.
So that is that installed now, so I'm just going to put the wheel back on. I have a theory of what might have happened to this, to be honest with you. It's possible that when they installed the new brake pads, because it's only had this for a month, they probably just forced the piston back in, but I'm not sure. That's just my theory. So let's put the wheels back on, shall we? Let's go. The way that it gets dark so quick. Yeah, I'm all done now. Sorted out with the customer with the brake caliper stuff, because he wanted the old one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you want to see more contents like this, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.